Hey yogis, let's start out by taking a comfortable seat. You can come to your sit bones if you like. You can sit up on something to support and sort of give the pelvis a slight anterior tilting to give you a nice long spine. You'll take the palms either facing down or facing up on the knees or thighs. Take a moment just to settle here, to lengthen the spine. Close down the eyes and you'll just take 3 breaths into the belly. And you'll empty completely. Once more like that. As you empty, you will empty the body and the mind of all tension, all gripping. And then you'll blink, the eyes open at the conclusion of that 3rd breath. You'll open the arms wide, and then you'll take the fingertips to the front of the shoulders, and the thumbs can sit at the back of the shoulders. We'll start with a breath work borrowed by Kundalini. You'll inhale, I'll mirror you. You'll inhale and come to your left. You'll exhale sharply to your right. We'll take it for under a minute, just a short round. You can release the palms or backs of hands back to knees or thighs and stay for 3 more breaths here, breathing into the belly, emptying completely the lungs. Shoulders are soft, away from the ears. Notice the energy rising in the body. And take your final breath here. And once again, you'll blink the eyes open to make your way over into downward facing dog. So you can tuck the ankles underneath you, press the palms into your mat, and unfold into your dog. If there needs to be a little movement, invite a little movement in. You can soften into one knee at a time. Keep building the breath here so that we are moving toward Ujjayi Pranayama. When you're ready for stillness, come into stillness. Remember, there can be a gentle bend in the knees. We're working toward elongating the spine. You'll stay here for a breath in. And a long breath out. You got twice more. Ujjayi in. Ujjayi out. Last time, breath in. And breath out. You lift up high on your toes. And take a little stroll all the way forward to your hands, to the top of the mat. Just find a half lift. Press into the feet. Ardha Uttanasana. Out breath, you'll fold all the way forward, cascade. You can press into the feet to round through the spine or flatten it to come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands pull to heart, Anjali Mudra. Again, Urdhva Hastasana, press into the feet to lift all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, bow all the way forward, Uttanasana. Find a halfway lift. Lengthen, press into the feet, send the crown forward. Exhale, you'll step into high plank. You can step right back and then left. Stay here, press the mat away as you breathe in. And then keeping shoulders square, send both heels to the right for a twist. Breath in, heels come through center. Breath out, both heels to the left. Keep the shoulders square, the palms pressing firmly. Through center to breathe in. Out breath, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can lower your knees this first round and every round following. Breath in, Urdhva or Bhujangasana. Breath out, downward facing dog. You may come past your knees. Stay here to breathe in. And to breathe out. One small breath in. And long breath out. Okay, from here, yogis, float your right leg long, strong, and square to the sky. Exhale, draw that right knee toward your left tricep as you shift forward. Really hug it tight and close. Scorpion the leg, but keep the shoulders square. This is a twist. Exhale once more, tap that left tricep, ripple forward with the shoulders, really scoop the belly. Split the dog, square the pelvis off, breathe in. Out breath, knee to nose, step that foot just inside your right hand and drop your back foot for Vira 1. Scoop the belly, press into the feet to rise, Virabhadrasana. Out breath, left elbow on top of right. We're going for Garudasana, option to take palms to shoulders instead. Lengthening your tailbone, breath in to lift your elbow tips to the ceiling. Breath out, you'll bow forward, nestling shoulders inside right knee. Back to the sky, keep drawing that right hip crease back. Inhale, you lift hard. Out breath, we come forward, nestling inside. Last round. Scoop the belly, lengthen the tail, keep drawing that hip crease back to lift up. Out breath, we bow forward. Keeping legs as they are, you'll unravel arms, lead with elbow tips to cactus the heart up, draw the belly in. Out breath, arrow the arms as you lengthen the spine, send the crown forward. Reverse warrior, little dance of the feet here. You can sink into the pelvis, breathe in, and extend your side angle, elbow to thigh is perfect. Breath out. You'll take that twice as well. Reverse warrior, keep low in the hips, breathe in. Extended side angle, low in the pelvis, breathe out. Last round. Breath into reverse. And breath out to extend. Okay. Little different this time. Reverse it. Breath in. You can lengthen that leg if you'd like to for reverse triangle. Exhale. Cartwheel hands to frame your front foot. Pop the back heel. Ground into the left palm. Pressing through that back heel, peel your right fingers to the sky, breathe in. Breath out, thread that arm underneath your thigh. Twice more like that. Breath in, peel it to the ceiling, keep pressing through that back heel. Breath out, thread the arm underneath. Last time, breathe in to peel open. Breath out to thread. You're finding high plank here. Breath in, palm down, foot sends back. Exhale for Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha as you breathe in. Adho Mukha as you breathe out. Lengthen and shift back. Stay here to for a breath in. And a long breath out. Once more. Okay, left side. Left leg long, strong, and square floats. Out breath, left knee taps right tricep. Scorpion the leg. It's a twist. Keep the shoulders square. Out breath once again, nice and high. Tap the tricep. Split dog. Breathe in as you square the hips, send that right heel down. Out breath, step between. Setting up for warrior 1. Long inhale, press through the feet to lift up tall. Right on top of left, eagle bind or hands to shoulders. Press through the feet, lengthen the tail. Breathe in to open the heart. Breath out to bow and nestle. You've got that twice more. Press through the feet, draw that left hip crease back. Out breath. Ripple forward and bow down. Last time, reverse. Belly scoops here. Out breath to bow. Unraveling the arms, leading with the elbows. Find that cactus shape, square the pelvis forward. Out breath for arrow. Reverse warrior, windmill the arms and a little adjustment of the feet. Extended side angle to empty. Again, reverse it. Low in the pelvis, nothing changes. Exhale to extend. Last time like that, reverse. And we'll extend. Okay, option to lengthen into that front leg for reverse triangle. Breathe it in. Exhale, cartwheel hands to frame that front foot. Pop your back heel. Send energy through the back heel. Left fingers peel open, breathe in. Exhale to thread underneath thigh. Twice more. To the sky, breath in, press through back heel. Exhale to thread. Last round. To sky, breathe in. Exhale to thread. Okay, palm grounds. Left foot steps back, high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana as you exhale. Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana, breathe in. Adho Mukha as you breathe out. Press the palms, lift the belly. You hear 2 breaths. Ujjayi in. Ujjayi out. Last round. Okay. Lifting up high on your toes. Begin to walk the feet forward once again, just like we did at the start of class. Might take you a moment or so to arrive. Then take a half lift to open, breathe in. And out breath to bow all the way forward. You're coming all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, arms open wide. And palms pull to heart. Anjali Mudra. Stay here to breathe in. And to breathe out. Coming through Utkatasana, just check the toes before you do so. Either big toes touch or the feet can come a little wider. Sitting back as though you were sitting into a chair, breathe in, fingertips might brush the mat as you lift the heart up. Breath out, you're twisting to your right. So your left elbow is going to come outside your right knee, your thumbs to your sternum. Keep your gaze down for a moment. Just check in with the knees, that one isn't jutting further forward than the other. Level knees are going to mean a level pelvis. Continue to melt the sit bones back and low. Thumbs are at your sternum. Perhaps take your gaze to the sky. Breathe in. And take your gaze down. Breathe out. Okay. Looking at your right big toe. Begin to float your left heel toward your glute. And in slow motion, you'll step it all the way back into your lunge. We're here for a few moments. Keep pressing through the back heel. Keep bringing the thumbs toward the sternum. Maybe your gaze comes towards the sky. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Unravel. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Extend your side angle. Exhale. Lengthen that front leg. Reverse triangle. Breathe in. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Okay. As you did before, or you can step the foot back in space to either half or full Vashisthasana. Breathe in. Exhale, you're threading that arm underneath your ribs now, or your thigh still. Twice more, hand to the sky, breathe in. And thread. To the sky, breathe in. And thread. Okay, stepping to high plank, long inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, knees or not, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, Bhujangasana, breathe in. Adho Mukha, breath out. You've got a couple moments here between sides. Okay, yogis, from here, rise up high on your toes, soften your knees, look forward. You can spring or step this time to your hands. Take a half lift to open, an out breath to bow. All the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, press through the feet to lift up. Exhale, once again, hands to heart. We stay here to breathe in and to empty. Utkatasana, second side. Sit back and low in your chair. Maybe fingertips brush your mat as you breathe in. Exhale, keep that depth as your right elbow comes to the outer thigh on the left side. Thumbs are toward your sternum. You're gazing down for a moment to check the knees. And you're melting the sit bones back and down a little further. Perhaps your gaze now comes to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. One more breath in. And gaze down at your left big toe. Okay, shift the weight into the left leg. Begin to float that right heel and extend it slowly and long. Behind you, tap it down. Revolved crescent. You're here for a moment, melt the pelvis. Press through the back heel. Take your gaze up. One more full breath. And out. Unravel. Little dance of the feet to reverse warrior. Breath in. Extend your side angle. Breath out. Reverse triangle. Lengthen that front leg. Out breath, you're cartwheeling your hands to frame your back foot, your front foot. From here, press through that right palm. It's either half or full side plank. Exhale, you're threading. Maybe you're still in that lunge. Twice more. Hand peels to sky. Out breath. Last time to sky, breathe in. And out breath to thread. High plank. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Middle back bend to breathe in. Adho Mukha to breathe out. Couple moments. Keeping the breath flowing. Keeping energy in the palms. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now lift up high on your toes and then drop your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes as though you were coming into child's pose. So walk the hands about halfway back. So you're leaning forward, the weight's in the palms. From here, press into your left palm and begin like a bow and arrow just to peel your right fingers all the way back as you breathe in. Exhale, ground the palm as you breathe out. Put that on the other side. Breath in, peel back all the way. Breath out, palm grounds. Right side, peel all the way back, open the heart. This time you're threading that arm underneath your left to come all the way down. You can keep that left palm as is, or you can choose to wrap it behind your back. You're here just for a breath in and a long breath out. Left palm comes back to mat. Right hand peels back to the back of your mat. Breathe it in. Exhale, right palm grounds, and we've got the other side. Left hand peels all the way back. Out breath to thread all the way under. Option to wrap that right arm behind you, but it's just an option. One breath in and a long breath out. Right hand grounds. Left arm peels all the way back. Left palm grounds. Okay, walk the palms forward a little further. You can come up, tuck the toes and reconnect with your down dog. Stay here to breathe in and to breathe out. Okay, long, strong and square. Right leg floats to the sky. Out breath again, twist, tap your left tricep. Scorpion that leg, shoulders are square, breathe in. Exhale, you're stepping between your hands. Okay, from here it's crescent lunge. Long breath in to lift all the way up. Left on top of right, exhale, Gaudasana. And the ball of the back foot. We're going to lift up and bend through the back knee to almost tap the earth. Exhale, straighten the back leg and hook the elbows outside the right. Do that twice more. Breath in, tap your back knee down, lift your heart up. Exhale, lengthen back leg and hook elbows. Last time. Breath in. Breath out. Really hook the elbows here. Inhale, unravel, open your wings, press through your back heel. Exhale, hands to heart. Now look down at your right big toe. We're reversing that step we learned earlier. Once, twice, 3 or 4 times, you'll step forward. Check the knees once again. Begin to come into this little toe crouch by melting the hips. Option to stay here. Option to ground your palms and fly for just a few moments in a side crow. You can create a shelf for your knees with your front tricep and your hips with your back tricep, that is. Lowering the toes when you're ready, coming through center and scooping back up into your Utkatasana, breathe in. Standing tall to breathe out. Stay here for a breath. And release. Pressing through feet. Urdhva Hastasana, breathe it in. Exhale, bow all the way forward. Half lift to open. Out breath, Chaturanga Dandasana, or straight into your down dog. We're here to breathe in and to breathe out. Okay, left side, long, strong and square, float it up. Out breath, tap your right tricep. Scorpion the leg, shoulders are square, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, step between your hands. Crescent lunge, breath in, rise. Right on top of left, Gaudasana. Tap the back knee down as you open the heart and lean back. Exhale, lengthen, press through back heel and hook elbows. Again, breath in. Press through back heel, breath out. Last round, breathe in. And out. Really hook the elbows. Unravel, open wings, breath in. Nice. Hands to heart, empty. Gaze down at your left big toe. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Forward. From here you can stay, or you can begin the descent by lifting the heels, allowing the hips to melt. Again, option to stay here, option to find those chaturanga arms and that shelving to float the toes, maybe 1, maybe 2. Any variation you like here. Toes ground when you're ready. It's Utkatasana. We sweep forward to center and then lift up. Exhale, stand tall. Long breath in. And long breath out. Press through the feet. Urdhva Hastasana, lift up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, yogis, just step the feet a little wider. You can take opposite elbows. Or if you'd prefer, you can interlace hands behind your back and extend to let the wrists melt toward your mat. There's a softness in the knees. You can invite a gentle sway into the body, but the weight is predominantly forward. I'm protecting a microphone here, but the head is soft, the head and neck are heavy. You go 1 more breath in. A long breath out. Gently release the bind of the arms if you took one. And find a half lift to breathe in. Out breath, split the feet even wider. Begin to melt the hips. You can take the toes wide for your Malasana squat. Hands can come either to your heart, or you can take them to the mat if you'd rather round forward a little. You're here just for 3 breaths. Sit bones are melting toward your mat. The heart is almost leaning back a little as the pubic bone moves forward. Crown of head toward the ceiling. Last breath in. Long breath out. Okay. Finding a halfway lift. You can lengthen the legs to do so. Breath in. Breath out to high plank. Ground the palms. 1 at a time, you can step back. Breath in to press the earth away here. Breath out, you're coming all the way down to your belly. You can drop your knees or not. Okay. From here, yogis, again, I'm protecting a microphone, but you're on your belly. We're coming into Shalabhasana. So you're going to send the fingers back, palms facing down. Before you go anywhere, you're going to draw the navel toward your spine and lengthen your tailbone. And as you breathe in, you're going to lengthen the whole spine and then float everything up away from your mat. Stay here to breathe out. Second breath in. And out. You've got 1 more. Find expansion. Breathe in. And slowly lower down. Okay, stay down for a moment. You can adjust the hands forward. And you can choose to take that again, the next round, or you can bend up your knees and take hold of your ankles for Dhanurasana. Completely up to you. You've got 1 more breath in rest. And then choose your poison. If you're bending the knees, see if you can bend them together.
Take hold of the ankles. You can flex through the feet as well, if that feels okay. Again, before you go anywhere, draw the belly in, lengthen the tailbone, and then if you've got hold of the feet, press them backwards and upwards as you breathe in. Stay here to breathe out. 2 more. Breath in. Long breath out. You've got 1 more. Find expansion. And then gently lower. You can release the legs. Maybe stack the palms underneath the forehead and take a few moments. Maybe a gentle wriggle through the hips is welcome here. Last breath in. And a long breath out. You adjust the hands back either sides of the ribs. Find Bhujangasana, little baby cobra breath in. And then press back into a child's pose. Hips come all the way back to your heels. The heart melts. From here, begin to walk the hands all the way over to the right, keeping the pelvis as is, keeping especially heavy in that left sit bone. Hands come as far as they'll come and a little further. Heart continues melting toward your mat. You're breathing into the left side of your body. Last full breath in. Last long breath out. And we'll come through center just to shift over to the other side. The hands walk back to center and then slowly they walk over to the left. Hips stay heavy, you stay especially grounded in that right sit bone. A few moments of breath here. Last breath in. Long breath out. Okay, once again, you'll come through center. This time, you'll roll through the spine to come up. And then you'll just shift the hips off over to one side so that you can bring the shins out in front. So we'll take the right shin in front of the left. Option as well to stack the shins so that the right shin comes on top of the left. Yeah, completely up to you. Either or, try and shift to the front part of the sit bone so you feel there's that anterior tilting in your pelvis. Come to fingertips, take a long breath in. As you empty, begin to bow forward, lowering the heart toward your shins and beyond. You might take a few breaths like that, lifting up as you breathe in, finding length in the spine, and then bowing further as you breathe out the second time around. Perhaps you take it one last time, lifting, lengthening to breathe in, and finding your edge this time as you empty. Monitoring the breath, monitoring the pace and the urgency of your thoughts. You've got just 3 or 4 breaths remaining here, really allowing the entire upper body to soften.
Inviting breath into the low pelvis and as well into the outer hips. And take a roll through the spine to exit this fold. And then all you'll do is swap sides, swap legs. Nothing fancy here. Again, you can take left shin in front or on top, whatever feels most accessible and most beneficial. You'll take a moment to just shift to the front of the sit bones, come to fingertips and lengthen as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, begin to bow forward any amount. You might start out quite gently. Perhaps it's once more or twice more, using that undulating breath to explore your range before settling in to find stillness, wherever that might be. Just a final 2 breaths here. And you'll take, once again, a slow roll through the spine to lift up out. And you'll free the legs and you'll begin to make your way all the way onto your back. You've got a moment or two on the way down if there's anything you'd like to take. Yeah, perhaps a happy baby, taking outer edges of the feet. You can even add a little sway here from side to side. Option to extend the legs in happy baby can be really nice toward the end of your practice. Once you feel your practice is rounded, that there's nothing left that still needs to be done, you can soften through the knees and extend the legs all the way out, taking your time to get there, all the time you need. Opening into your final Shavasana.